Well, if you're just joining us, you might have noticed that it has been a cold and snowy winter. No, we all know that, but you've probably been cranking up the heat in recent weeks, and you've probably noticed the accompanying increase in electricity and heating bills. We are joined by David Feldman from A-Best Power, and he is Power and Gas, I should say, and he is here to help us all save some money. We could use this because it's still going to be cold, Sam's telling us, and certainly has been cold. My house can't take this. So, do you have some ideas and some things to show us here, right?
Yes. I mean, the best thing you can do to try and cut down on your utility bills is conserve energy.
Yeah, not heat the outdoors.
Exactly. So, one of the best things is to make sure that your windows are tight and sealed, that you don't have any drafts coming in under the doors or through the garage, for example.
What's the best way to tell? I mean, because sometimes a draft can be kind of inconspicuous, but it's still there. Is there an easy way to do that?
Well, the best way to do that is just either have somebody come in and do an audit or an energy checkup on your home. Make sure that you're not losing any energy through your windows or doors. Make sure everything is closed tightly and sealed. We've got some things here. For example, this.
Let's have a look.
This sweeper right here that goes on the bottom of your door will help extend the door down so
you
that
attach right here at the bottom of a door, and that's sort of it's almost like a windshield wiper edge there that just seals in that air from under the door.
It seals the door so that no air is getting in or out.
Ah, good idea. That could probably save you a bundle over the course of a winter.
It certainly can help. And the other thing to do is, in rooms that you're not using, don't heat them, don't use electricity. You can close off the vents.
I close the doors to those houses, and to those rooms, and close the vents to them.
Yes.
Try not to go into the rooms because all of a sudden it's like a weather change, but I'm not using those rooms necessarily.
Right, and that's a good way to do it. Another thing is conserve where you're using your energy. For example, if you've got kids, have them do their homework in a communal room. Watch TV together as a family, as opposed to everybody off in their separate rooms, with lights and electricity being used in all the different rooms.
Can I ask you what you think about space heaters? Because some people, I mean, they can be a danger, but I suppose they can also be a savings as well.
They can be a savings. They will use less electricity than heating with your furnace, oil, or gas.
Just because you're targeting that area instead of just the entire house, right?
Absolutely. You just have to be careful. You have to remember to turn them off. You have to be careful where you place them so that you minimize any fire hazards with them. But they can be helpful.
So they don't fall over and touch something that could catch fire. You have a lot else to show us too.
Well, one of the biggest costs in the wintertime for electricity is your hot water heater. So what you can do is you can get these styrofoam pipes, and these go around the pipes coming out of your water heater into.
May I open this? Is that okay?
Sure.
Just open one of these so we can sort of show.
And that helps keep the heat in.
So this wraps around the pipe like so.
Right.
And then just, okay, so that insulates it essentially.
It insulates it and helps keep the heat in so that you're not losing heat on the water as it's traveling through your house.
Can I ask also, and I know we're kind of shortening on time here, but religion, politics, and where to set the thermostat. 3 things people always fight about. Where do you set that thermostat?
You can set the thermostat somewhere in the neighborhood of 68 degrees when you're off at work during the day or not at home. You can turn it down 3 or 4 degrees. You can turn it down 3 or 4 degrees at night. You don't want to turn it down too far because then you're going to use a lot of power to heat the house back up. But you can certainly save a little bit by turning it down some.
Try to keep it consistent within a little range, but lower when you're not there. Right. Also, furnace maintenance.
Furnace maintenance is important. The more efficient your furnace operates, the less energy it's going to use, whether it's gas or electric.
So get it tuned up every year, for example.
Absolutely.
And with the last few seconds we have, I know you have a couple more things here. Some LED lights, those conserve energy, right?
The LED lights conserve energy. They use less wattage than a normal bulb does, so that you're using less electricity to light the room. Then we've got some light sensors here. You can use the dimmer or a sensor. Like, my kids seem to be allergic to ever turning off lights when they leave a room. So with the sensor, it'll turn the lights on when somebody enters a room, turn it off when there's no movement within the room. Programmable thermostats are also a good idea.
Like you were talking about, help setting them at 68, for example.
Thermostats, right.
Very interesting stuff, and I would imagine that all of these things can weighed against the price of what they cost. They can pay for themselves very quickly.
Absolutely.
David Feldman with A-Best. Sure appreciate your coming in. Thank you so much.